Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown. I'm Caleb Black, Luke the Big Dog Williams, our in-studio producer, the Mighty Max Fury, and it is time to talk today in wrestling history. For this segment, we turn it over to our esteemed producer. He's going to give us some background info on some relative dates to this week in the last eons of pro wrestling. Max, what do you got for us today?
All right, we're going to start with some birthdays. Today's birthday is Jesse Elbon.
I don't know who that is.
I have no.
Happy birthday, Jesse. You know what I like about her birthday?
32. I believe she's in NXT or...
Maybe NXT UK.
Probably.
Yeah,
What do you like on your birthday?
Cake. I love cake. I can go for a piece of cake right now. You want some cake? You look a little hungry.
No, I ate already.
I like
sure?
cake. I like to eat cake.
You already ate?
Yeah. I mean...
Cake really goes the distance.
It's like the afternoon. Of course I've already eaten.
I'm just curious as to where you got all that food this afternoon.
Uh,
Max, have you eaten?
I have not eaten.
You should take your lunch break here soon. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should do that in the middle of cutting videos.
Yeah, probably not. We'll
Might want to wait.
Yeah.
Tomorrow would have been the birthday of the great Dusty Rhodes, who we're going to...
The dream, baby.
About. So I'm not
I don't do a
leave
very
it
good
there.
Dusty Rhodes.
Um,
You do.
Well, thank you, baby.
Tomorrow is also Rikishi's birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Rikishi.
She'll turn 55. Taz,
Wow.
as well, will turn 53.
Taz.
Wow.
What a shitbag.
Tony Chimmel turned 53. Ricochet is going to turn 32.
32.
Mm-hmm.
You hold a win over Ricochet, don't you?
No, I never. I hold the one over Chuck Taylor. I beat Chuck Taylor.
Rhea Ripley has a birthday tomorrow as well. She's going to turn 24.
How old?
24.
24. Wow.
I know, right?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I would have said 28, 29,
Wow.
30.
Unless the dates I looked up.
No,
were like-
that tracks. Yeah.
Riddick Moss is going to be 31.
Giant shitbag.
That makes sense.
Karen Jarrett is going to turn 48.
Huge shitbag. Yeah, she's a huge bag of shit.
Just,
Angle knows.
oh.
Turns, her birthday's on the 12th, so what, Monday?
Yeah.
And,
So, in other words, the draft's the only thing on Monday worth looking at.
yes.
Right on.
On the 13th is
Nah, we're
Duke
kidding,
the
kid. We
Dumpster
love
Draws.
Duke
Oh,
the Dumpster.
Dumpster. All right.
His
That's a
53rd
throwback.
birthday.
Right on.
Nikolai Volkov and Stacy Keibler both would have shared birthdays on the 14th.
Stacy Keebler's legs.
Of course, we lost Nikolai Volkov
Nikolai
a few
Volkov's
years
legs.
back. Stacy Keibler will turn 41. Also, I
Only
forgot
40.
today is also birthday of one Tony Khan.
Hey,
Nice.
happy birthday, Tony Khan, president and CEO of AEW.
Yeah.
Should do
birthday.
lunch sometime.
Should do once.
On the 15th, we have Joey Abs,
Okay.
turned 49.
Now, funny story about Joey Abs. Did you know that Joey Abs, before getting the gimmick of the Mean Street Posse, was actually a really huge Canadian wrestler? Like, he was
Really?
super popular.
No, I did not know.
Yeah, also went to Japan.
That. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Also on the 15th would be Tama Tonga.
Hey, Gorilla's Destiny, one of the greatest tag teams in NJPW right now. Probably one of the top tag
And
teams.
I
on
dare
the
you to tell him any different.
would not recommend it.
Happy birthday, sir.
Yes, sir.
On the 16th,
Not a shitbag. This time.
celebrating birthdays, we have Lenny Lane.
Lenny Lane.
Yeah. Just Incredible, Kenny
Hey.
Omega, and Zia Brookside.
And they all share the same birthday?
Yes, on the
That's
16th.
What a fucking motley
That's what I'm
crew.
saying. That's a huge day for everybody.
Yeah, spreading from Lenny Lane will be 50, Just Incredible 47, Kenny Omega 37, and Zia Brookside will turn 22.
I can't believe Omega's
22?
37. I thought he was a little bit younger than that.
Honestly, I thought he was 34, 35
Yeah.
tops.
Those are
That's
the
interesting.
birthdays that I have for this week. If anybody has any others that I've missed, please let us know.
Yeah.
Comments below.
Well, happy birthday to everybody on the list. Max, what do you got for us for some wrestling history?
For history, I looked back and went to Sunday Night Heat 1998, October 11th. And it had a pretty good card. I didn't look through the whole thing,
Sure.
get it all. I was intrigued because they showed the replay from Stone Cold's hospital attack on Vince McMahon.
It's
One of my. I love that moment.
Now, when you think about that moment, if you really just dissect it and break it down, was the birth of Yerple the Clown. Was also the birth of Mr.
Sacco. Yeah, people always forget that.
Yeah, they really do. And that was such a the bedpan, of course, and the
iconic,
enema and everything. You know, it was fantastic.
I forgot about the enema.
There's Mr. McMahon. There's a giant gentleman in the waiting room that says he needs to see you, and he's threatening the staff, and he's got that look on his face like, oh my God. And then Foley comes in, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Also, that night, prior to that attack, when he gets beat up at ringside, they've got him, they're stretching him out, and you see all these people around Vince McMahon, and then all of a sudden you see a big hairy hand come into frame and trying to put candies in McMahon's shirt, and then it backs out, and then a few seconds later, a big gulp appears I'm serious, in the thing trying to give McMahon a drink. And it's Foley. It dresses Mankind trying to sneak candies into Mr. McMahon's pocket and give him a drink of soda. And he said that he was on his way to the hospital, and they was like, we want you to do several different things, like we need you to fill time.
Yeah.
And he looked at Al Snow, and he's like, I have nothing. You know, he's like, what do I do? And he goes, well, you could always take a sock puppet. People hate sock puppets.
Yeah.
And Mr. Sacco was born. Mr.
Sacco was born. And remember, too, Mr. Sacco is what led to the Cobra, what led to a number of themed gimmick and finishers. Hi, Max. You need a haircut, bud. Really need a haircut. It's getting a little unruly, I'm not going to lie.
What are you talking about?
You just stepped into frame.
I've been sitting here the entire time.
That's just not true.
I still think you need your eyes checked.
Well, you know what? I'm wearing my glasses right now, and they're fine.
I think you went to a shitbag optometrist myself, but
that's not a very nice word. I would never call somebody except Karen Jarrett a shitbag. We're so sorry,
Moving
Karen.
on.
It's just a joke. Don't say
but yeah, I mean, Bertha. But yeah, Bertha. Mr. Sacco, that's a cool thing.
Yeah, so go back and check some of that out. But I want to also get into something that I was a little more unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
October 14th, 2010, Impact had a total of 6 minutes of wrestling during what has been, as far as I can find, dubbed as the worst wrestling show.
The worst wrestling program ever.
Yes.
Yeah, because it had no wrestling. It was all promos. It was leading into the return of what was supposed to be the main event Mafia, which was Kevin Nash, Booker T, Kurt Angle, Sting, and Scott Steiner. But they didn't secure the deal for the main event Mafia, and Booker T and Kevin Nash ended up showing up at the Royal Rumble that year. But previous to that, they did the gimmick with somebody stabbed Crimson in the back with the barbed wire baseball bat from the ramp and shit. But yeah, there was an entire wrestling broadcast with only 6 minutes of wrestling, and I believe it was an undercard match.
Also, I believe that there was a lot of talk about they.
Yeah.
Also, at one point, was supposed to be the band, and it was supposed to be
Nash Hall,
and that fell
never.
Yeah,
too. But the idea that Impact at the time TNA would have done a wrestling program with no wrestling is the most TNA thing to have ever been heard. Talk about a company that shot themselves in the own foot.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything like that on Monday nights anymore.
Yeah, no, not at all.
So
couldn't imagine an entire wrestling show that's just promos. That's just crazy talk.
And that's all we got.
I was wondering who was going to break it. All right, guys, that wraps us up for today in wrestling history. Let us know about some birthdays or events that we missed between this week last and next. Be sure to leave us a comment down below after you like and subscribe. Send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown. And stay tuned. Coming up next, we are doing a deep dive on Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes, baby. Where's Tony? Oh, man, my stomach's upset. I shouldn't have ate earlier.
What'd you eat?